Hello, my name is FuzzyCocos, and welcome to the island, my friend. I want to apologize about the previous 2 weeks not uploading a video. We had been going through some crazy couple of weeks, but thankfully we are back, and we are also back on schedule. So let's keep going with it. On the last episode, we heard how Jake here, our character, spoke to some people over the radio in regards to some rescue. Now, he is. This is a spoiler. There's gonna be spoilers from now on. So if you plan on playing the game by yourself, I would highly suggest that you skip, I guess, in a way, through some parts. I'll try to put them on the video as much as I can, just so they don't spoil you as much. But anyways, this is one of the methods to get rescued and finish the game, which is basically just staying by the airfield and waiting for a plane to come and be rescued. Now, the other way, which is the one that I want, is to rescue Mia. So we're going to look for Mia, and we're going to see where she is and take it from there. Now, on the previous episode, we also saw how Jake smacked the radio a little bit, and the key came loose. So we're gonna grab that, and the key is gonna open a door back here. I might wait for... No, actually, we should be able to see. The moonlight is out, so we should be able to see fully. So we're gonna open up this padlock. Climbing equipment. Awesome. We're gonna need that.
What is all this?
So we have a map.
A map? Yes.
Note, passenger, Higgins, Vega, Smith, Alvarez, Emelio. So our name is in there because our name is Jake Higgins. So this is a little weird. Because if you guys remember, the way that we came was by boat. So why do we have a passenger list? And I'm assuming it was by plane, so it's a little odd. Well, let me check my vitals. Yep. You should always check your vitals, and I completely forgot to do that. So let me eat a couple of things. This is already spoiled, so we're gonna delete that. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna drink this, and yeah, I will go back to base after I'm done with this tent. I will go back to base and just make sure that I restack on everything, just so we're ready for the next exploration. We'll remind you of the obligation to examine every unknown species of local fauna in Florida. To Philip Smith. Should your remains unchanged, collect 2 samples of each specimen. Blah blah blah. All data is to be included in the catalog. Alright. So we have a native pretty close to us. I believe that this is it for this area. Canned tuna. I might just eat this since we need the protein. There we go. Or a little bit better now. I still want to go back though. So yeah, anyways, what I'm gonna do is I will go back to camp. There's nothing else here that we can grab. And then we're gonna head to the next area that we already saw, which that's what we need the climbing gear for. But before I do that, so we already have a new map. And the way that these two interlatch is that this part right here is basically this part right here. So we came from down here, basically. We see the river, so we came from this area. This is where we have the anaconda. You can see the drawing there. This is where we use the drawing, or the grappling hook. This is the area where we're gonna use the climbing equipment. And we are at the airport. So before I head to this area, I will go back to camp, resupply, and then I'll resume the video once I am close to this area right here. So, yep, let's have some fun in this episode. I thank all of you for tagging along, and hopefully you learned something just like I do. And if you have any suggestions or anything, don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section. So, yep, let's move on. Okay, we've made it to the point where we needed to be. If we check our backpack, I have charcoal. So I'm gonna show you all the items that I have, just in case we don't come back to the camp. Sorry. So I have charcoal, I have campfire ash, the usual bandages, a couple of arrows, dry leaves to start a fire. Now I don't have that many here because I already have 3 over here, so we don't need that many. We have animal droppings and banana seeds in case we need to plant a banana tree. Over here, just some bananas that I picked up along the way, a couple of meats that I might be able to cook if we get there in time. We have about 4 hours, we might not be able to make it. I picked up an extra coconut. We have the regular Biden with clean water, and then the big Biden with clean water as well. And yep, so it's pretty much what we have. Oh, I also brought along the bamboo sticks just in case. So let's see what's down here and explore. Now we should have enough sunlight. Yeah, we should be able to see pretty clearly. It does get a little bit dark down there, but shouldn't be a problem. So we use the climbing gear that we found at the airport, or the strip, the plane strip, whatever it's called. I'm gonna go down here. We have some sort of what are these called? I forget the name. Oh, Devon equipment. Okay, so we're gonna take this. And yep, that's all we can take. Now this tool that we just grabbed is for swimming underwater, so diving basically. And with this we won't need to come up for air, so that's pretty cool. Now in here you'll be able to see all the tools that you already have. So we have the climbing equipment, we have the climbing gear, or this is the grappling hook, the climbing gear, air tank thingy, and of course the radio. So we're gonna go down here and see what we can find. It can get a little dark, so if you guys can see all that clearly in the video, it shouldn't take that long. But just for reference sake, you just want to follow the line that's underwater, because even I can't see all that well down here. And this is actually something that's really weird. I've come to find out that whenever you're diving down here, if it's daytime outside, you can actually see clearly, but if it's nighttime outside, it gets really dark. Now it is accurate, I guess, but the thing about it is that if there's sunlight outside, it gets super bright down here, so it's not at all that accurate. I guess I could say that this is one of the few things about the game that's not really on point, but I'm just being picky about it, to be honest. So anyways, we have come out. Awesome. And that's where we came out from. Let's check the map real quick. So we dove here, and we came out here. Somewhere around here, or here, actually. I will say that up here, that there isn't really anything, really. I have already explored this area, and I'm gonna skip it just because I know that there isn't anything up there. But let's get a clear view. We have some bamboo over here, so that this is good in case you ever need bamboo. And that's where we're going. So that's a really, really big map. Let's head down there and keep going with the adventure. This is actually a really weird part as well, because if you ever want to come back, it's actually really complicated to jump along these rocks. That's why I like to carry all this stuff to build a new camp, just in case we don't want to come back to this area. So let's use the climbing gear and go down one more time. You can actually climb back up as well with this same gear, just so you guys know. So we came down here. Appears to be some sort of cave. Let's keep going this way. A little tunnel. Oh, we have one of these. Yeah, we want to pick these up. So, not. I'm gonna grab another stone. We don't. Oh, actually, I can. We're too heavy, so we're gonna have to drop that one. And what is around here? So we have what appears to be big swamps in this area, which is actually really cool. I really like how this place looks. It just makes you setting a base camp a little bit more complicated. So yeah, let's get in it. Honestly, the only way to move around this area is to swim. Most of the areas don't have any piranhas to them, so you should be safe to swim around most of these parts. We are heading south. Now, if you keep going way further south, like all this way over here, you will find piranhas. But for the most part, we're going to be sticking to this area, and that should be safe. My goal right now is to reach this point, and we are specifically on 2528. So 2528. We're somewhere around this area, so we want to head southwest. Yeah, so that way. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm not gonna skip the video. I'm just gonna fast forward it, just so you get an idea of what this place looks like. But this is really unique. I really like it. My first point is actually gonna be that island over there. So let's make our first stop over there. What was that sound? Oh, that's a croc. Okay. Yeah, let's swim away. Actually, he shouldn't. He's gonna swim here pretty soon, and he's probably gonna catch up. Like I said, as long as you're swimming and you're not in an area where he can step, you're safe. He should not be able to attack you, or he's not gonna be able to attack you. So that's the only trick, just making sure that you're in an area where you're actually swimming and not stepping. But there's plenty of crocs here. Is that him right there? No. Okay. And I know they're caimans, but I like to call them crocs. It's just easier. Okay, so we're almost to this first island. I know I said I was gonna fast forward, but then that croc came along and we got a little bit sidetracked. Alright, so we have our first island. And let's see what's around here. This should be the big island on the map that we saw. Oh, I can't see. Hold on. Wait, is it? 2530. So 2530. Yep, that's this big island right here. So let's see what's here. This is the biggest island out of them all. An anthill there. Okay, so we have one of these stones again. Ooh, we have a skeleton on the inside. Alright, so we're gonna need some more ayahuasca to get through this portal one more time with that rock. So let's keep going southwest and see what we can find on that area over there. Ooh, would you look at this? More solar panels. This appears to be... It looks like an abandoned camp. Alright. Let's see what Mia has to say about this. Oh, well...
You're not gonna believe this.
I forgot. She's not wanting to talk to us anymore, so... Let's explore this camp real quick. See what we have here. This is all really odd and strange. There's a bunch of... So we can sleep here, that's good. It's like... there were a lot of people before, but it's been so long. It just doesn't make any sense.
Alvarez, report number 3. Camp Omega is now open.
Camp Omega, so that's the name of this
Checked the
place.
perimeter with Vega and found nothing alarming. So far, we've both been
Milk,
guarding
tea,
camp
we can
doors
save the game there.
every 6 hours. But starting tomorrow, he will be in charge of Omega.
Coffee.
I will move to Delta.
Last transport, Thursday. Omega Delta.
Most of the team is unproblematic, but I'm not sure if it was the
Evacuation order. Blah blah blah. Contact with media. Blah blah blah. Okay. Military rations.
Dr. Smith, report number 23.
We have another map.
Again, it's about Higgins.
Higgins.
His
Ooh.
behavior is starting to spiral out of control, and his obsession with his wife's health is disrupting the team's work. Once again, I want to make it clear that I don't have the professional knowledge to diagnose him, but I suspect a mental breakdown. It's getting worse with each
Jesus.
day. Should I put him on medication? We have some sedatives on hand. Please advise. Oh, I almost forgot. I've packed all the specimens according to the new guide.
Okay, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let you guys find out a couple of things on your own. So I'm not gonna get too much into it. Not gonna listen to all of the audios. Just so I leave some kind of mystery to the game. But what we heard from that guy was that our character is somehow going erratic, and I'm not. So I've been part of this camp before. So that's the thing. Like, we used to be here, but it's been so long ago, and then we came back again, or unless it was the same time. Like, as of right now, nothing makes sense as far as timelines go. Okay, now this is cool. Is it wet? It appears to be wet, yeah. Ooh. I'm surprised that still works. Alright, so we have some sort of lab. Infected blood sample. Please insert test tube. Okay.
Dr. Smith, report number 26. Observations on Quasia Amara.
Sample, burn,
Shrub from
home,
the
do not
Samaraceae family.
touch.
Compound
Wanabana.
inflorescence in small, long,
We have a
potentially
bunch of
poisonous.
specimens. We have a turtle,
Distinctive characteristics. Its flower contains
toucan in there, a
compounds
bunch of
quasins,
snakes.
among others, which make this shrub one of the
Okay,
most bitter
another
plants
audio
in the world.
recorder. So this appears to be some sort of lab.
Fevers.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up camp temporarily in here.
Apart from its terrible taste,
I am gonna create one of those fire thingies. I'm gonna see if we still have enough time on the meat. I'm gonna get some ayahuasca for us to be able to move along in the storyline. So yeah, these already went bad. So more than likely gonna have to fish for proteins. We should have some protein around the camp. If not, there should be some animals back here somewhere. But that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set up camp real quick, just the basics. I'm probably not. I'm gonna have to get into the mud filter. So I'm gonna create a mud water filter.
Rest.
Ooh, nice. I want to get this guy. I'm gonna create a mud water filter just so we have a source of water. Because again, we don't have, or it's still dry season around here. So the other thing I could do is, like we have discussed in our previous videos, is I could just drink water from this, and we have one of these trees here. So this is the source of the Baniesteropes vine that we need. So this is wonderful. Now I only need the plant, and we could just drink the dirty water from there and use one of these mushrooms to kill the parasites. So I'm just gonna set up basic camp, and we're gonna keep moving along the line. I have finally finished setting up my base, and I'm just gonna walk you around real quick. And again, I do this in every setup of base that I have, but I have my mud mixer to make a water filter, and then a mud water filter, and then I have my basic fire going on here, and that's pretty much all you need. The only problem that you're gonna encounter in this area of the map is that we don't necessarily have a lot of animals around here. So anything that you're able to find is going to be helpful, but more than likely you're going to have to rely a lot on fishing and making soups around that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the ingredients for the ayahuasca one more time. So I know that I have the root here, but I'm gonna be on the lookout for the little plant, the herb or fruit, whatever it is. So as soon as I have that, I'll resume the video, and then we'll move on to the part where we're gonna have to drink the ayahuasca. So, yep, let's keep moving. So with the sunrise, I did do some exploring around the map, and we found that the ayahuasca place is here. Now, I saw the stones from afar, so that's how I was able to know. Now, the place where we're gonna do the ritual, I think, is... yeah, it's that way over there. So, you have to head... is it north? South, actually. Just a little bit south from this map. Oh, we actually have this other map. Right, so... this is where our camp is. This is where we're gonna... that's where the rock thingy is that we're gonna remove, and this is where we're gonna do the ritual. So I do believe that we're on this island now. Yep, we are. Okay, so the only thing that I'm missing, and it should be around this island, is a little fruit plant. And so let me see if I can find it around this island. If not, I'm gonna have to go around and see where we can find one of those. So yeah, stick around and let's see if we can find it. And we have found it. Oh, thank God, too. It was on the same island. Okay, so now let's get ready for... what is it? Our fourth ritual now? I believe. So let's create the fire real quick. Get all the ingredients in there that we need. And see this animation through.
You know what the worst part about this disease is? The doctors gave me 6 months. How am I supposed to live my life when time is running out? How the fuck do I just can't. I can't do this anymore. I wake up next to you every day, knowing there's no future for us. I just can't take it. The pain. I want to end it and just be done. It feels like someone is holding my heart in an iron fist, and I can't breathe. I just lie there and look at you. I can't blame you for the decisions you made. You chose me, not knowing the cost. Would you do it again? Or was the price of healing me too high?
What price? What did I do? Tell me, please.
They all believed this was the only solution. Shutting down airports, seaports, and now this? They are isolating the entire continent. You think I was worth it?
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more walkthroughs every Friday. Keep smiling, and until next time, Islanders.